Ukraine grateful for U.S. military aid plan to counter Russia threat.
Here's a summary of the article.
Kyiv has welcomed a proposal by U.S. lawmakers to give it hundreds of millions of dollars in military aid amid heightened tensions at a growing Russian military threat on the Ukrainian border. The Ukraine Security Partnership Act comes as Russia has engaged in its biggest military buildup on its neighbor's doorstep since 2014, when Moscow annexed Crimea and backed separatists in the eastern Ukrainian regions of Donetsk and Luhansk. The bill would encourage allied nations to provide Ukraine with excess defense articles on an expedited basis. It would also prioritize the procurement of vessels for the Ukrainian Navy, to counter Russian maritime aggression, and maintain the freedom of passage in the Black Sea. Last week, a Ukrainian Ministry of Defense document said that Russia was holding military exercises near commercial shipping lanes in the Black Sea which threatened to hurt Ukraine's economy, Axios reported. This bill contributes to that by supporting Western-style military reforms, lethal and non-lethal military equipment to defend itself from Russia, and U.S. diplomatic support for peace negotiations, he added. Kuleba told Reuters in an interview that he had no information about whether Russia had made a decision to launch a military operation against Ukraine, adding, "So it can go in either direction now." Grateful to Senate Foreign Relations Committee for a unanimous passing of the Ukraine Security Partnership Act aimed at increasing annual military aid to $300 MLN, including lethal weapons.
This post received a score of 24,000, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Boodgot.
Boodgot.
Tugbad.
Googbab.
Boopgad.
While other media claims that Russians are withdrawing their troops from Crimea region. Wonder if that's true tough.
Half-truth example, they pull back 4 troops but deploy 6 to 8 troops.
Then Russia downgraded to a fuckton.
Did I say downgrade? I meant upgrade.
Yeah, let's just hope they don't decide to build a railway out to Crimea. Greater than Russia. Stop, no, you can't take that. We were gonna build a railroad through here to try to get some warm water. Well, railroad or no, get some warm water, is one of their stated goals here too. They want that Crimean port.
Ukraine. Can you maybe chill?
Fuck, I didn't realize this was still an active conflict. Right now there is no need for javelins at the front, because despite that, we have clashes almost each day, and unfortunately we have casualties each day. They are mostly casualties inflicted by Russian, Federal Security Service, and GRU, intelligence agency, snipers, the main attacking force for the last period of conflicts, Dan Ilyuk said. 13,000 people have died in an ongoing war. In Europe. Kind of crazy that the rest of the world ignores this war.
People only know what they are shown by the media. When the media ignores the conflicts, then the people aren't aware of them. Even when it is covered, it can't compete with the Kardashians or whatever other shitty entertainment is also shown in the same media.
Are the Kardashians even a big deal anymore?
Only on the border planets. The Federation won't show you the true scale of the conflicts. The media is more interested in showing the date apprentice.
Ukraine calls for aid, and US will answer.
This has been a proxy war for over 15 years.
It really only became hot 7 years ago in 2014, though. But certain Redditors constantly tell me there is no threat. They then get really upset when I point out that Russia took over Crimea just a few years ago and still occupies it. They do not like talking about that. They're fighting back against US imperialism.
Being against imperialism is supporting Russia and China. The more you support Russia and China, the more anti-imperialist you are.
Ironically, what Russia is doing is the exact definition of imperialism. The policy, practice, or advocacy of extending the power and dominion of a nation, especially by direct territorial acquisition or by gaining indirect control over the political or economic life of other areas. I get that US imperialism is what we're talking about. But it's pretty ironic.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.